There was a time when luxury wasn't measured by screens, it was measured by presence, by craftsmanship, by silence, and by the simple appearance of a three-pointed star. But there was one Mercedes-Benz that took luxury to an almost unbelievable level: the Mercedes-Benz 600 Grosser. In its era, this wasn't just a car. It was a rolling statement of power, engineering, and prestige. The doors felt enormous, the cabin felt like a private lounge, and underneath that elegant body was engineering that seemed almost impossible for its time. Then the years passed. The 600 Grosser became a legend, a piece of automotive history, something you could admire in a museum, but not something you expected to see on the road again. Until we ask one dangerous question: what if Mercedes brought the 600 Grosser back in 2027? Imagine walking into a Mercedes showroom. The room is dark. A long black silhouette sits beneath a cover. The lights come on. The cover slowly moves, and suddenly, one of the greatest names in Mercedes history appears again. Long hood, massive proportions, elegant chrome, three-pointed star, and a presence that makes every modern luxury sedan look almost ordinary. The Imagine 2027 Mercedes-Benz 600 Grosser. Welcome back to Motor Show Plus. Today we're taking a journey from one of Mercedes-Benz's most extraordinary cars of the past into a completely imagined future. And stay until the end, because the most surprising part of this concept isn't its enormous size, it's how Mercedes could transform its legendary engineering philosophy for the electric age. Let's begin. The original 600 Grosser was designed around one simple idea: nothing should feel ordinary. So the Imagine 2027 version would have to respect that philosophy. The front could feature a huge reinterpretation of the classic Mercedes grille. Slim digital LED headlights sit beneath elegant chrome detailing. The hood stretches forward with an incredibly long, smooth profile. And at the center, the iconic Mercedes star. But this time, it could illuminate softly at night. The body would remain long and formal, not aggressive, not overly sporty, just powerful. The kind of car that doesn't need to shout. It simply arrives, and everyone notices. Move to the side. The long wheelbase creates enormous rear passenger space. Large premium wheels sit beneath sculpted fenders. The windows remain tall and elegant. And hidden modern technology could sit beneath an almost timeless exterior. At the rear, the design could stay remarkably clean. Thin horizontal LED taillights, a long trunk, minimal chrome, and a subtle illuminated Mercedes emblem. It would look like a car from another era that somehow escaped into the future. Now open the door. This is where the 600 Grosser's greatest philosophy returns. Rear seat luxury. Imagine stepping inside and finding two individual executive seats, deep leather, heating, ventilation, massage, reclining functions, fold-out tables, individual screens, a premium refrigerator, and a panoramic glass roof stretching almost the entire length of the cabin. The rear passengers wouldn't simply sit in the car, they would experience it. The dashboard could combine handcrafted wood and leather with a huge hidden digital display. When switched off, the screen could disappear behind the elegant dashboard design. When activated, it could provide navigation, entertainment, vehicle controls, and AI-powered assistance. But here's the interesting part. The original 600 Grosser was famous for its sophisticated hydraulic systems. So what would happen in 2027? Mercedes could replace those complex mechanical systems with advanced electronic and electro-hydraulic technology. Imagine doors that close themselves with almost no effort. Seats that automatically adjust to the passenger, suspension that continuously monitors the road, and a cabin designed to remain almost completely silent. That brings us to power. The original 600 used a powerful V8, but a 2027 interpretation could take a completely different approach. Imagine a massive battery pack powering dual electric motors, instant torque, all-wheel drive, effortless acceleration, and virtually silent movement. The goal wouldn't be to make the 600 grosser a sports car. The goal would be something much more impressive: effortless power. Press the accelerator, and the car simply moves forward. No drama, no struggle, just smooth, relentless acceleration. And for enthusiasts who still want the character of a combustion engine, a high-performance hybrid version could theoretically combine a powerful gasoline engine with electric assistance. That would create a fascinating bridge between the old Mercedes world and the new one. But there's another feature that could make this future concept truly special. Imagine an intelligent suspension system that scans the road ahead. A pothole appears. The system sees it before the wheels reach it. The suspension adjusts. The cabin stays calm. The passenger barely notices. That would be the modern interpretation of what the original 600 was trying to achieve: make the outside world disappear. Safety technology could include advanced adaptive cruise control, lane centering, blind spot monitoring, night vision, automatic emergency braking, 360-degree cameras, and advanced highway assistance. But unlike many modern cars, the technology wouldn't need to dominate the cabin. It would work quietly, almost invisibly, because that's what true luxury has always been about. Now let's talk about exclusivity. The original 600 grosser was never an ordinary mass-market Mercedes. A future revival would likely be even more exclusive. Imagine production limited to only a few thousand examples worldwide. Each vehicle individually configured, unique leather, custom wood, personalized rear seat equipment, and perhaps even a special Maybach-inspired 600 edition. The price? A future-inspired version could potentially start well above $300,000, with fully customized examples reaching dramatically higher. That would place it in the territory of Bentley, Rolls-Royce, and the most exclusive Mercedes Maybach models. But would Mercedes actually do it? That's where reality meets imagination. The automotive market today is dominated by SUVs. Luxury sedans are becoming increasingly rare, and creating a huge, ultra-expensive sedan would be a massive challenge. Yet, that's exactly why the 600 grosser could be interesting. Because legends aren't always brought back because the market demands them. Sometimes, they're brought back because the brand wants to remind everyone what it is capable of. The original 600 grosser represented a period when Mercedes-Benz was willing to engineer something extraordinary simply because it could. A future version could represent the same philosophy in a completely different era, from hydraulic engineering to electric intelligence, from analog luxury to invisible technology, from a legendary V8 to silent electric torque. But the philosophy would remain the same: nothing ordinary. Of course, there's an important reality check. The 2027 Mercedes-Benz 600 grosser shown in this video is a future-inspired concept. Mercedes-Benz has not officially announced a production 2027 600 grosser revival matching the vehicle imagined here. The design, powertrain, features, pricing, and specifications are speculative and created for automotive storytelling and entertainment. But imagine, if Mercedes actually revealed this car tomorrow, would the world call it a masterpiece? Or would people say the 600 grosser belongs in history? That's the question. And now we want your opinion. If Mercedes brought back the legendary 600 grosser in 2027, would you choose it over a Rolls-Royce or Bentley? And one more question: should it have a V8 hybrid or go completely electric? Tell us in the comments. If you love classic Mercedes legends, luxury cars, historical automotive stories, and futuristic concept vehicles, subscribe to Motor Show Plus. Because sometimes, the future doesn't need to forget the past. It simply needs to give it another chance. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next automotive story.